Tyler Grauer, again, as Shane mentioned, closing out the game for Indiana State against Southern Illinois. Got the last 2 outs via the strikeout, and he only threw 10 pitches. And now he faces the heart of the order for Southern Illinois, Tristan Peters. 1 for 3 today.
I'm pretty sure that it was Neville and Archer, the 2 guys that he got yesterday to end the game.
Runners at the corners, and now 2 down on that double play. Peters takes the first one for a strike. Grauer gets his sign from the stretch. Here comes the 0-1.
Wow. Boys pumped up. Would have never thought that there'd even be a chance to hold the Salukis scoreless after they load them up with nobody out. Now Grauer's 1 pitch away from making that happen.
3 singles in a row. 3 of them. And then the line drive by Weber is nabbed for a double play. Swing and a miss. Grauer gets the strikeout. And the momentum has definitely swayed to the team in blue as we head to the 7th here in Carbondale.
Look dead in the water after the first 12 innings they played. They got just 1 hit. Well, they got 1 hit in the first game. It was a home run. And no runs in the first 3 innings today. In this game, Salukis got out 5-0. But Indiana State scored the next 8, including that 6th spot.
Tyler Grauer in as he got the strikeout to finish off the Salukis after they were threatening in that 6th inning. Got the punch out of Peters, and now he faces the number 4 hitter in this very tough Saluki lineup. Lefty versus lefty. 8 unanswered runs for Indiana State after the first 5 scored by Southern Illinois in the first 3 innings.
You know, besides that Rask home run, SIU doesn't have any extra base hits. And that's what they do, period.
Ooh, took something off that. Neville was ahead, and the count goes to 1-2. As the sun is peeking in and out of the cloud cover, and you notice it's shining brightly right now, but as we get later into the afternoon and really now in the evening, as it's 5:39 local time, you would have to think that those in left field and center field and on the left side of the infield might be affected by the sun if it remains out and starts to set here.
Finally, a good problem to have. For us, we don't have to deal with the sun.
As we sit inside.
Yeah. As we wanted the sun to shine.
With our short sleeves on.
Yeah.
But as soon as I said, I was looking out of left field and I noticed that Beckett was really kind of using the glove to shade his face there to watch what's happening with this next pitch from Grauer. He's doing it again. Oh, another strikeout from Tyler. And Neville frustrated today, 0 for 3.
Grauer's faced 4 Salukis and struck them all out. And in looking out on the field, Urdaneta, the second baseman, to your point, Scott, he's got the shades on. Hanna has, whether the sun's out or not. And Martin, the right fielder for the Salukis last half inning, he had his sunglasses on too. So they're thinking ahead a little bit.
Now Philip Archer, lefty versus lefty again.
Grauer's not messing around.
He is
last
not.
Couple of days.
He's going right after him. And that one, it ate up Jordan Schaefer and goes into center field.
That was a screamer. About like J.T. Weber's
Yeah,
That was
comebacker.
caught by Jasek. I'm a little surprised that Schaefer didn't come up with that one. I know that had some steam on it. But I thought after it got past Grauer, Schaefer would be up to the task, and he just didn't get the hop he was hoping for. Yeah, that bounce occurred right around his feet, so he would have had to have Omar Vizquel like hand-eye to flag that one before it went to center field.
So the Salukis get a base runner on Grauer, and his first delivery misses for a ball. Now, how does Tyler Grauer handle this lineup with a little bit of traffic on the bases? Put out the fire last night to preserve the win for Indiana State. Just missed. I think he wanted that call too, as he gets a long look in to the home plate umpire, Ben Harlow.
Well, this ought to set up well for Grauer, because 6 of the 9 hitters in the lineup are left-handed. And Grauer, with that bold fastball and aggressive disposition, will be strength against strength. But he should figure to have the advantage, being a hard-throwing lefty.
Walters grounds this one to Schaefer on the flip and the turn, and he'll be safe, as a nice play by Rivera over at first base to make sure that ball does not get past him. And Walters only stays at first base after the force out.
Probably can't be too critical that didn't get turned. You make sure of the first one, and then if you get a good, strong relay throw from Urdaneta, then so be it.
Absolutely.
It wasn't exactly room service. So, fielder's choice, get the lead runner, and one more out to get. By the way, SIU this year, after 6 innings when they're behind, they are 3-16.
Which is shocking.
And it's not actually 3 wins after trailing by 6 is pretty good nowadays, but the odds are getting a little longer as we get deeper into the game, and they're still behind by 3.
Evan 1 for 3 today. Back in that 7th slot in the Saluki order. That's Walters over at first, as Archer was forced out over at second. And a grounder to Urdaneta, and he'll get the 3rd out. We have played 7. Indiana State holding on to their 3-run lead. Has brought in a nice contingent as well from Terre Haute. As you see the hill over in Itchy Jones, we got a great crowd on hand, and another terrific game between Southern Illinois and Indiana State. And you know what? Tip your cap to Indiana State. Could have been down and out, scratched and clawed, got the big inning. But the other part of it is, since the 3rd inning, this powerful Saluki offense has been held quiet.
And considering SIU's offense is getting all the kudos, look at what Indiana State has done against this Saluki bullpen. They have torched SIU's relievers. Yesterday they got 8 off of the bullpen. Today they've scored 7 once the starter has left. So credit where it's due. Indiana State's offense scored 20 runs in 2 games against SIU pitching.
And Epps skies this one right side, and Hanna takes control, and that's out number 1 in the 8th for Southern.
Tyler Grauer has been great over the last couple of days too. Closed it out when it got a little hairy yesterday when it was 11-8. And he has retired all but 1 that he's faced since coming in the 6th.
So Austin Ulick to the plate for the first time today. Came in after Tony Rask was pinch run for. Grauer's first one is a called strike.
And if Grauer plays his cards right, and takes care of Ulick here with 2 outs in the 8th and then whatever in the 9th. He's mostly just going to have to deal with left-hand batters. They're dangerous, but again, he's been able to handle them one time through the order.
Took a little something off that, didn't he?
Pulled
Good
the string
pitch.
on Ulick. That was dirty pool right there. Grauer struck out Peters when he faced him, left-hander. Struck out Neville, left-hander. Gave up a hit to Archer, left-hander. Got Walters. Got Martin. So he retired all of them but one that he's faced so far. And the hit he gave to Archer was just a single back through the middle. Who
Correct.
cares?
Yep.
Rivera, Urdaneta, McGill, the hitters for Indiana State, trying to add on when they come to bat in the 9th.
Grauer gets his sign. And the 1-2 pitch to Ulick. And a grounder to Urdaneta. 2 up, 2 down. Nope, if you're going to get it here for Southern Illinois, you got the top of the lineup with 4 outs remaining. Try to keep your season alive. Southern with a 40-win season this year. First time in 30 years.
And it might not be enough.
Crazy.
And really, to this point, the pitch of the day was thrown by Matt Jasek with the bases loaded and nobody out. It almost ended up embedded in his gut. He turned it into a double play. Bases loaded, nobody out. Salukis down 3. They didn't score. I think Ben Harlow, the home plate umpire, is telling the catcher McGill that once Grauer gets on the rubber, throw the ball.
And here's the 1-0 coming to Cody Cleveland. There's a strike.
Once you get signed, once you get ready, you got to throw the ball in a timely fashion, and I guess Tyler Grauer hasn't been.
Cleveland lifts this one. Short left field. Back's got to go a long way, and he comes up with the catch. And out number 3 as we head to the 9th inning. Indiana State trying to move on as we have the lead for the Sycamores by 4.
And it looks like Indiana State has all but punched its ticket, win the tournament or otherwise, to go to the NCAA tournament. Because this
33 RPI.
And it'll probably go down a little bit more, which is a good thing for Indiana State, assuming they hang on to this 4-run lead.
Can Grauer hold on in the 9th for Indiana State? Weber swinging at the first pitch. JT 1 for 4.
I know he's an aggressive hitter, but you're down 4, and Grauer just threw you a breaking ball down and in, and he elected to go after it. But can't argue with the results on the season. He's been a beast. He's the guy that lined into the double play that was really the turning point.
And this one, a comebacker. Urdaneta, he can't handle it as it hit the base and ate up Josue. And so the leadoff hitter is on for Southern Illinois. That's a tough play there.
Yeah, when it skips over the top of the bag like that. Well, just a lousy single if you're Tyler Grauer, and now you get to run left-handed batters to try to close this one out.
Weber aggressive, leading things off in the 9th, gets on base. And now to Tristan Peters, also 1 for 4 today.
Mentioned when he came in, Grauer does not walk many. 5 and 32 and a third, and you can now make that 34 and 2/3 with just 5.
And the fastball misses. 1-1.
His stats, Scott, say that he's a pretty gettable guy. You wouldn't know it to watch him this week. ZRA's 5.5 almost. But
looks good.
Man, he's been stingy last 2 days.
And Grauer paints the outside corner for a strike. 1-2.
Connor Fenlong technically is their closer, but this guy's not a bad second option.
Fenlong, as told, inning max, 1 batter probably, but he'd be happy with him just getting the whole day off.
Yeah, that'll change tomorrow.
Oh, all hands on deck tomorrow, man.
Yep. It's interesting you bring that up because what I just said, I believe to be true. Indiana State would be a lock for an at-large. So how much would you tax your bullpen in an effort to try to beat DBU twice? I'm not insinuating they wouldn't try, because
you're defending champions.
And you always want to try to win the whole thing when you make it to the championship. But how much would you ask from a couple of relievers that are working on short rest? Guess we're going to find out.
3-2 to Peters. Weber advances to first to lead things off. Peters swings deep, right field, back wall, gone! Tristan Peters with his home run number 6 on the season, and Southern Illinois is now only down by 2 and nobody down here in the 9th.
Mitch Hanna's going to make a trip to the mound.
Well, Grauer right now is at, 31 pitches.
Unidentified right-hander playing catch down there. Just to go get him speech from Mitch Hanna's right there, just to settle him down maybe. It was only the 4th home run given up by Grauer all year.
Things interesting here at Itchy Jones Stadium. Now the Dogs, one of the most powerful offenses in the Missouri Valley Conference. Them and DBU have nobody out. They've already put 2 on the board here in the bottom of the 9th. And now their number 4 hitter, Nick Neville. He only has 17 home runs on the season. Oh, pounding away at the first pitch.
Came right at him, boy. Nick Neville, 6 for 16 in the tournament, but struck out 3 times today.
And fouled off 0-2.
That's the price of hitting 17 home runs. He has struck out now 66 times on the year. So about every 4 times up there, he punches out, and he's walked, but struck out 3 times today.
Can Tyler Grauer hold on to this lead, and Indiana State making a return trip to the championship game, and that one misses. Count goes to 1-2. Indiana State trying to get to the championship game in back-to-back years for the first time since 86-87.
Grauer doesn't seem to mess around with much more than his fastball. Throw a changeup now and then, and that looked like some kind of a cutter or a slider, but it's pretty much fastball or bust for Grauer, at least today.
That one misses high. Overthrew that pitch, and the count evens at 2-2. Trying to dig in for just a little extra more.
And he's done a good job of throwing that fastball over the plate, but up around letter high. And when he's been able to execute that, it's been a hard pitch to get on top of. And he's gotten a lot of swings and misses over the last couple of days with that high heater. A little higher than high.
Boy, he didn't get the call, and he is upset with the home plate umpire, Ben Harlow. And Mitch Hannes is barking. He's even out of the dugout right now, giving it to Harlow. And he's getting a warning from the home plate umpire.
And Grauer jumped up and down at least 3 times after he didn't get that call. And I get that this is an emotional time and tensions are running high, but man, oh man, there have been some animated characters involved in this one. Here's a look. It's probably outside. That's right over the inside part of the right-hand batter's box. Mitch Hannes won't want to hear that, but it looked like it was ball 3.
Neville fouls it off at 3-2, and we'll do it again. Weber with an infield single to lead things off. Peters with his 6th home run over the right field fence. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 9th as Southern has put 2 on the board. They now trail it by 2. And their cleanup hitter with 17 home runs is waiting for the 3-2 pitch from Tyler Grauer. Here it is. Swing and a fly ball into left field. Beck will have to handle the sun as well, and he does, as he camps under it for the first out.
Well, what Grauer needs to remind himself of is take care of business and you won't face the tying run. It will remain in the on-deck circle. And now Archer, who's 1 out of 3 with a line out to left, a sac fly to left, and a single back through the middle.
Grauer gets his sign, and here is the first delivery to Philip Archer, the first baseman. And he just loops that one, and it is caught by Rivera for the second out.
Right off of his thumbs. What a great pitch that was by Grauer against a guy that's got great power to all fields. But he just hit a little flare to the first baseman, and just like that, the Salukis and their fans down to their last hope.
So it comes down to this. Nobody on, 2 out, down by 2, bottom of the 9th. Ian Walters, who has had a sensational afternoon here for Southern Illinois, facing Tyler Grauer, trying to keep the season alive. And the first pitch is the fastball in for a strike. Ross, the center fielder, shading towards left field against the left-handed hitting Walters. Infield straight away. Here's the 0-1 from Grauer. Fouled it straight back, and now Indiana State is 1 strike away from going to the championship game on Sunday against Dallas Baptist. As you see, the Indiana State fans on their feet.
Just pumping one heater right after another to these guys. Peters turned one around, but nobody else has been able to.
0-2 the count. Here comes the 40th pitch from Grauer. It's on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Indiana State is back in the title game as they come back and win it 9-7 over Southern Illinois.
What an entertaining game this turned out to be, and really both of the games between Indiana State and Southern. A combined 20-15, your final score between the two clubs. Had a little bit of everything. Line drive double plays, grand slams, home runs aplenty. Tyler Grauer got the final out and got to do the handshakes in each one of them.
Absolutely. 5-0 lead, but Indiana State comes back and wins it 9-7 for Shane Dennis and our entire crew. I'm Scott Warman. We'll see you tomorrow at 11 Central with Dallas Baptist and Indiana State.